So, you go to work on Monday and you're standing by the water cooler around 10:30 a.m. Nobody thinks you're weird or fanatical if you say, oh man, over the weekend I just saw this movie for the second time. Gravity with Sandra Bullock. It was even better than the critics said. Kimberly and I went back to see it again. Nobody's going to say, who do you think you are to shove your theater down our throats? Because that's what friends do. They share what they enjoy. Or if you say to, your friends at the lunch hour, I just finally finished this book and I really recommend it. Nobody's going to say, who are you to impose your literature on the rest of us? Because friendship is the context in which you share the things that you experience in a way that is joyful. And if that's true in these ordinary natural things, there's no reason that it can't work when you just say to somebody in the carpool or, at the lunch break, I grew up Catholic, but I just kind of wandered away for years. But in the last few months, I've come back. And it's like coming home. It means more to me now than it ever meant back then. I just didn't see it coming. I mean, they might say, pass the ketchup. Or, like, let's change the subject. But in a couple of weeks, they might say to you, hey, I want to talk to you about something you said because I've got a problem in my family. Or, on the way home in the carpool, they might say, what are you doing for lunch tomorrow? Because the bonds of friendship allow for that kind of sharing. And especially if you're taking the risk of sharing your heart for the sake of friendship. I mean, even if nobody takes you up on it, the fact is you're simply being a friend. And this is the way you evangelize in the Catholic tradition. It isn't about preaching or teaching. And it's the reason why you probably will never give a homily or write a book or stand up like on a Wednesday night as I am and give a talk to all these people. But the fact is you still have an opportunity to present the good news in the way that you live, in the kind of friend that you are, in the kind of work that you do with your co-workers too. This is the new evangelization. It's the way that you learn about friendship with God through friendship with his sons and daughters. What did Jesus say? Greater love hath no man than this, than to lay down his life for his friends. I no longer call you slaves, I call you friends, because servants don't know what the master is doing, but I am showing you what the Father is doing. Why? Because I have come for friendship. I have come to make you a family. This is who we are as Catholics. And this is how we do what we're called to do in evangelizing. And I think it's also the reason why there's no reason to really be afraid of it in any way, shape, or form. If the message is friendship, then the way we share that message is by establishing deeper friendship.